Hey, True Believers, Englentine here with this week's top 10 comic books sold to customers. And you know what? This week, of course, we know that Marvel has just gone full-blown social justice. It's been really rude to customers who do not follow a certain political line. And yet, they thrive. Yes, whatever boycott or something you are thinking of has not yet happened. Instead, they are strong. And I would like to thank all the contributors here who have, well, contributed to the list. If you're in town, if you see something that is near you and you see that comic shop, go on in. Buy something. Check them out. There might be something there that you don't have in your normal comic book shop, or maybe this is your normal comic book shop. Anyway, let's get on to that list and find out what's in the top 10. We'll start with the floppies and then go on over to the Comixology for the digitals. At number 10, starting off the countdown, is The Hunt for Wolverine, Claws of a Killer. Number 9, we have Brian K. Vaughan's Barrier, number 3. At number 8, we have X-Men Red, number 4. The debut of the new Challengers gets the number 7 spot. Number 6 goes to the X-Men Wedding Special, number 1. Number 5, The Mighty Thor at the Gates of Valhalla, number 1. Superman Special number 1 comes in at number 4. At number 3 is Avengers number 2. At number 2, we have Justice League No Justice number 2. And coming in at first place, of course, if you're going to have a Batman book, it's going to take number 1. That's just a rule of law. Batman number 47. So there you have it, guys. Marvel, even though this is the worst behaved any of the people have ever been, gosh darn, Mark Wade, what are you thinking? Marvel is still unstoppable. Look at that. They've got 5 titles. DC has 4, and we had 1 independent comic, the Brian Vaughan book, Barrier. So, people are interested. People are interested in buying these books. Just saying. But Batman always will rule that roost. Now, let's see what these shop owners are saying. Very mediocre week. Top 4 books were all very close to outranking each other in sales, no standouts. Not a lot of regular titles out this week, but plenty of top-selling specials. Batman and Avengers were neck and neck, though, with Batman at a slight advantage. I'm honestly received to see a Marvel book that sells those kind of numbers, so please keep doing that, Marvel. Frankly, I'm very excited to see a Marvel book do well also. If it were quality. Like there's like Daredevil, let's put that up there. Let's get those books selling. Avengers is average at best, in my opinion, of course, but I can only state my opinion. A pretty small batch of new comics led to an unusual sales week. We lead with a pair of Image titles as Wicked and Divine and Barrier slog it out for the top spot. The second, Justice League No Justice, nudges past the conclusion to the Booster Gold storyline in Batman, and the Gates of Valhalla special, to eke out a few more dollars out of Mighty Thor, surpasses the second issue of Avengers. Or is it really Avengers 692? Sales are already back below what the weekly was delivering. The real surprise, however, was Isola number 1 rushing back into our top 10 for the week, some 6 weeks after release, narrowly beating out New Challengers number 1, which was pretty great. Smells like Speculators. Quick quiz. Speculators who damn near destroyed the industry in 90s or Mark Wade today? Let's see. Actually, let me tell you something. Isola is number 1. It should be sold out. Guys, go out and get it. Check it out. It's a great book. Seriously. And that should be above Avengers as well. It was definitely a tentpole title week, as the second issue of both the newest iteration of Avengers as well as Justice League No Justice both sit on top spots on our bestseller list. The core Batman title also hanging around up there is no surprise at this point. Rounding out the top half of the list is the Jane Foster Thor Coda Mighty Thor Gates of Valhalla, and the third issue of the absolutely superb Barrier Limited series. The second half of the list is mostly the expected solid sellers. New Superman special, and the most recent issue of X-Men Red and Kick-Ass, bringing up the rear, is the latest of DC's New Age of Heroes offerings, New Challenger number 1. Now, in spite of my horrible reading of that paragraph and my laziness in not wanting to re-record it, I would have to say I'm very happy to see that New Challengers did make it in the top 10. I'm worried about the DC's New Age of Heroes, the fact that they've been falling off. I would expect Challengers to fall off as well. I don't think we're going to see number 2 in there, even though titles like Sideways have been getting better and Damage and Brimstone are solid as well and should be checked out. Not a bad week. Batman, of course, took the top spot. DC's Batman Wedding Invite promo was popular, even had a person call saying the other stores were running low on them and stopped to get one because it was selling online for $5. Didn't buy anything. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers breaks into our top 10. It has gone upwards in sale, which in this comic book market is quite an accomplishment. Aquaman also somehow seems to have gone up in sales for us. No really big surprises this week. Aquaman is one of the best selling, not one of the best selling, but one of the best titles out there on the shelves, period. If you are hate buying a book and ignoring Aquaman, that is your own fault. I'm telling you, you are causing yourself pain when there is no pain necessary, because Aquaman is there to save you. Strong sales for Batman and No Justice, with New Challengers performing well. X-Men Wedding Special makes the top 10, but did little less than we had anticipated, as readers realized there was no wedding in the Wedding Special. Superman Special number 1 performed about 10% above the numbers of the first day sales on the final issue of Superman. Well, don't worry about Superman. Bendis is coming, and he's going to make everything better. At least that Superman Special did feel like it finished some stuff up. It did at least close out one story. I enjoyed it. I liked the stuff at the end as well. It was good. It wasn't special, but it was good. Overall, though, I'm kind of surprised to see Marvel do as well. DC's got some of the best books out there, and yet they don't seem to chart in the top 10 too often. And like I said, and I will say this anytime I can, Aquaman is one of the best titles out there. My goodness, Hanna-Barbera Presents is one of the best titles out there. It just doesn't get any love. And like I said, if you're hate buying a book, come on. Think about what you're doing. Get something worth your money. Get something from somebody who wants your money no matter who you are. I know that sounds weird, but that's the way it should be. Good quality product with good customer service. Anyway, let's see how it's doing in the digital area, and let's go on over to Comixology, the #1 digital comic book shop on the internet. Starting off the starting off the countdown at number 10 is X-Men Wedding Special number 1. Number 9 is All the Wildstorm. No, not all of it, but at least this issue. And my brother says these are pretty cool. X-Men Red number 4 comes in at number 8. Number 7 on the digital countdown is Superman Special number 1. Usually when there's a Wicked and Divine comic book out, it makes it somewhere on the top 10. In this case, number 6. Another title always in the top 10 is Injustice 2. In this case, Chapter 58 beat out the pretentious Wicked and Divine. For some reason, the laughably bad Mighty Thor Gates of Valhalla makes it to number 4. Avengers number 2 makes it to number 3. Justice League No Justice number 2. Hey, it's at number 2. Symmetry. And no surprise at all, we have Batman 47 in the number 1 spot. Seriously. No surprise. Batman. Always. Always a Batman book in the top of the top 10. Just the way it is. It's the law now. Well, there you go. And numerically, 5-4. It just switches with one independent. Now you got DC winning the digital. However, as I always do, and we're going to do right here, we're going to stretch it out to the top 20 and see who wins the week. New Challengers number 1 at number 11. It's now 6-4 DC favor. At number 12, All New Wolverine number 35 makes it 6-5, still DC's favor. Captain America ties it up at number 13. Captain America 702, it is now 6-6. At number 14 is Rat Queens, which means we could have a tie between Marvel and DC this time around. At number 15, Marvel breaks the tie. It's now 7-6 because of Claws of a Killer. But at number 16, the Green Lanterns makes it 7-7 again. Ooh, it's a horse race, ladies and gentlemen. At number 17, we have Star Wars Poe Dameron. 8-7, Marvel's favor. Number 18, we have Brave and the Bold. Number 4, it is 8-8. This is kind of cool. I like it when it's like this. 9-8, DC's favor. Number 19 is Aquaman. God dang it, this should be number 1. And at number 20, Daredevil 602 ties it up. There you go, 9-9 with 2 independents. And I'm telling you, it is tied completely because, well, floppy, for the week I'm talking about. Floppies were won by Marvel. Digital was won by DC. And when we stretched it out, it was still a tie. It's a tie all the way. And as much as I want to see DC win every week, I do like it when it's really close like this. You know, just it makes it fun to announce and to follow the whole horse race, as I put it. Or horse race. Horse. I tried to get that whistle again. So what'd you think? What'd you think about the countdown? What's higher on the countdown than you think, or what do you think deserves to be at number 1 like Aquaman? Yeah, I'm never going to get off that horse. Anyway, let me know in the comments below. Also, what did you think about what the store owners were saying? Put that in the comments as well. Also, you know the drill. If you like the video, click like. Please share anyway. Even if you don't watch the video, click, which I guess if you didn't watch the video, you wouldn't see this. That's kind of dumb for me to say, but share the video, click like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you haven't done it already. Cool things happen around these parts. I think you'll like this channel. Also, this is the way I'm trying to make a living here, so if you don't mind helping the channel out, and we're trying to get better computers, better software, so please go to Patreon, drop $1 in the till. The link is in the description below. Help us make better videos for you. Help us get better software and computer to do that as well. Let's see. I'm trying to let all the covers go by so you can see what was in the countdown again, so I'm just kind of rambling. But I think I'm going to cut it short and cut off these last... No, I'm not. Why not? I am surprised at Marvel at how well they're doing. Especially, I'm kind of sad for the people who aren't buying the good books like Brave and the Bold and instead buy like the Mighty Thor, because this book is and in all honesty, Wicked and Divine, I find it a little pretentious. That's why I kind of put that dig in there. God bless you if you like it. It's just not for me. My brother speaks highly about Wildstorm, and I've got to read this, but man, I am not looking forward to it. Anyway, to all the true believers who watch these videos, thank you very, very much for watching.